This is a Windows Phone 7 game review of StarTennis, which is available in the marketplace for free. So this is a little Mango enabled game. That's right, you can instantly jump back and into the game. It's Mango enabled, and it's kind of Pong, but it has some new touches to it that make it even more complicated. So if you play this mode, at first you just start off with the typical style where you're just playing back and forth here, but then later on you'll get to more advanced things. And there's also ways you can hit the ball harder so that it's tougher for the computer opponent. You can also play against your friends. So this is one of the new modes where you actually have to manage swiping this thing that blocks it away from them so that you could actually get it through. So it makes it a lot more tough. And it becomes pretty challenging. But my problem with the game is that the computer AI always reacts exactly the same, and the only way you can score is if you get one of those really fast shots at an angle like those, and if that went through, that would have scored. And that's the only way you can score. The computer never messes up. At least when I played it, and I've played it a decent amount of time, the computer never messes up every single time. The only way you can score is just by hitting it very hard, and that becomes really frustrating because the computer is practically perfect and you can't beat it. And getting one of those really hard shots is pretty impossible when you're trying to swipe away at those things, plus in other levels you have decoy balls and stuff, so that becomes pretty frustrating. You do have your classic mode, but that's just really boring because the computer AI reacts the same all the time. And there's no options to change the computer AI in the settings, so it's always going to be like that. Endless is basically the same as the main campaign mode, except it'll cycle through some modes a little different, like that's the decoy mode there, so it shows that instantly. But as you see, it's pretty impossible to actually score on them, which is fine, but if it had a decent AI, computer AI, then I'd definitely like it a lot more. But with the way that it is, it's just really not fun because computer AI just reacts the same all the time, and it's not like you're actually playing against something, it's just always bringing the ball back. So yeah, for solo play I really wouldn't recommend it too much, and you can play with a friend. If you got a friend there, then you can play both on the same phone and just play against each other, typical Pong style. So that's pretty good, and the visuals are really nice, and especially those effects when you hit the ball really hard, how it has that stream there, that's pretty cool. So it does have some good visuals, and it's very fast loading, and it even does have this Open X Live thing where you can keep track of some friends, and it's a little buggy here, like especially this navigating thing is a little tricky. So it doesn't really always work that well, but it has some sort of online system, so you could get some lasting value out of that, but it's a little confusing and often just doesn't work here at all. So yeah, that's the game, and it's worth checking out just for the cool visuals. It has a nice visual theme, and it's free to download, so you might as well download it, but you won't get that great lasting value and gameplay out of it just because the computer AI is really boring, and the versus mode is simply just Pong, which doesn't really last that long. So overall, I don't exactly recommend StarTennis, but nevertheless you can find it in the marketplace for free.